He's got to hang on. Oh, no, stop the fight. Down he goes. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut of Tyson. Catches him with a leg left hook, and he goes down.
Man, Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble, and down he goes.
A right uppercut to the body by Tyson again.
And that's all.
I see myself knocking out Mike Tyson spectacularly. Those were the confident words of Frank Bruno, a man who looked more like a bodybuilder than a boxer. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches with an impressive physique and devastating knockout power, Bruno seemed to have everything needed to defeat the young Mike Tyson. But today we're going to see when Mike Tyson showed muscles don't matter against real power. On 2 separate occasions, this British powerhouse would learn a harsh lesson. In the ring, technique and ferocity often triumph over pure muscle mass. By 1989, 22-year-old Mike Tyson had already made history as the youngest heavyweight champion ever. But fame was changing him. Scandals filled the headlines and his personal life was in chaos. Frank Bruno saw this as his opportunity. The British giant was supremely confident, boasting an incredible record of 31 knockouts and 32 victories. His muscular frame and raw power made him appear unstoppable. "He's just a human being," Bruno declared before the fight. "He wears shoes, he wears socks. His mind is not on the game. He had a car crash. He broke up with his wife. I think this is the perfect time to beat Mike Tyson." From the opening bell, Tyson exploded forward with devastating intent.
How quick he starts. Bruno tries to keep him off. Bruno showing that he's not afraid, hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with the right hand. And down goes Bruno for the first time in the fight.
Within seconds, Bruno found himself on the canvas, caught off guard by Tyson's lightning-fast aggression. But the Englishman wasn't finished. Showing remarkable heart, Bruno got back up and actually managed to rock Tyson with a left hook. Something few fighters had accomplished at that time. The crowd erupted. For a moment, it seemed the muscular giant might actually fulfill his promise. However, Bruno's impressive physique became his weakness. All that muscle mass required enormous energy to maintain, and by the second round, fatigue was setting in. Tyson, sensing his opponent's condition, picked up the pace relentlessly. Bruno was forced to clinch repeatedly, trying to buy time and catch his breath. By the 5th round, Tyson had had enough of the clinching. He unleashed a brutal combination that left Bruno battered and bloodied. The referee stepped in to stop the punishment. Despite the loss, Bruno had shown incredible courage, remaining on his feet until the very end. 7 years later, the boxing world had changed dramatically. Tyson had suffered his shocking defeat to Buster Douglas and spent years in prison. Many questioned whether he was still the same fighter. Meanwhile, Bruno had captured the WBC heavyweight title, defeating Oliver McCall in 1995. Now he was the champion, and Tyson was the challenger. This time, there was no friendly rivalry. Bruno's attitude had hardened, and both fighters exchanged heated words before the bout. "He'll have to kill me to beat me," Bruno declared with fierce determination. "He'll have to murder me," Tyson responded with his typical men. Despite being 27 pounds heavier and nearly 4 inches taller than Tyson, with a significant reach advantage, Bruno's physical advantages once again proved meaningless. From the opening round, it was clear that prison hadn't diminished Tyson's devastating power. He stalked Bruno relentlessly, landing crushing blows while the champion could only survive by clinching. The end came even quicker this time. In the 3rd round, Tyson unleashed a vicious combination that sent Bruno crashing into the ropes. The referee immediately stopped the fight. Both fights between Tyson and Bruno perfectly illustrated a fundamental truth about boxing. Muscles alone don't win fights. Bruno possessed everything that should have made him successful. Superior size and reach, incredible physical strength, devastating knockout power, genuine fighting heart. But Tyson had something more valuable: explosive speed, perfect timing, and an almost supernatural ability to generate power from his compact frame. Bruno's muscular build, while impressive, actually worked against him. The extra muscle mass drained his stamina and made him slower to recover between rounds. Frank Bruno was never a pushover. He was a legitimate heavyweight contender who went on to have other significant fights, including competitive bouts with Lennox Lewis. His courage and determination were never in question. But against Mike Tyson, he learned what many others discovered the hard way. In the sweet science of boxing, raw power means nothing without the skill to deliver it effectively. Tyson's victories over Bruno stand as a testament to the idea that in combat sports, technique, speed, and mental warfare often triumph over physical advantages. Sometimes the smallest package contains the most devastating punch. As Tyson himself said after their second fight, "These fellas, how dare they challenge me with their primitive skills? They're just as good as dead." But here's the real question that will shock you. What happened when Tyson faced an opponent who was even more muscular and powerful than Bruno? An opponent so massive and intimidating that even Iron Mike looked small in comparison? The answer will completely change how you think about size in boxing. But that's a story for another video.